really often, do not spam enough. Choke is not just about like laying a really passive trap.
What's up, guys? Just passing through.
Hey. You want to make it really prohibitive for them to be even over here. And if you have an ammo pack like you do here, it's like a spy here.
No, it's just there for. Don't worry about it.
So, a lot of times people will just lay a passive trap, and that is exactly what you don't want to do. You could like lay a hidden trap. I guess you could hide one up here. They might not see it, but it's pretty hard to try hide traps in this spot. Yeah, you can use this to hide traps, but pretty much everybody knows that trick. And if they're pushing in, like you can, I think, hide there, and it's a little harder to see. Sorry. But generally, there's not a lot of spaces to hide traps over here. And I guess on defense, I don't mind this. That's pretty okay.
What about on the back of the sign there? Like the control point sign?
Yeah, and like if you're on the defensive side, and you're trying to prevent a push from mid, yes, there are better spots. But it doesn't really matter that much. Like they're going to spam so much through here if they're doing well that they're going to see most traps. Watch out. So it's going to knock that down. And really, you just want to like kill them with your spam. If I just keep shooting, I'm going to do some damage and eventually luck out and spam them. And get a kill often. Or if I even just like get 200 damage or here, like, oh, I hit the medic, then I can call that and we can move on it. Or we can have like a soldier. Generally, soldiers don't want to spam too much. A soldier can move in if I get some good spam damage. You can like also, if you're on defense, you can lay a trap and then go ahead and shoot. And they may be able to shotgun down your trap, but while they're trying to shotgun down like your carpet of stickies, you can hit them with pipes, and that's even better than hitting them with the trap sometimes. So that's my main issue, is especially on defense, people will just trap here, and no, just put traps here. Make them shoot them out of the way, and hopefully like miss a rocket, or they can hit it with a rocket and it'll go backwards. You can easily get 100, 200 damage on them as they transition to this choke. It's one of the worst in the entire game. And if you just play passive, you're letting them have it for free. And this is like high ground with a lot of open space. It's a really strong position once they're through the choke. Now, admittedly, it's not that strong because there's even higher ground with just as much open space over here. So it's not fantastic, but getting through this choke for free, you just can't let them do it. And a lot of people here do. And that's kind of the general principle of chokes, but this is like the strongest one, the key example of where you have to abuse your advantages. You can do so much more damage. Like, if you get this ammo pack, I'm getting a lot more ammo than a soldier would. So if a soldier's wasting all that ammo and you're not getting the pack, that's kind of a problem too, because you should be the one putting all the ordnance down. And like that, I've taken out medics with that sticky spam. It goes right around this corner. You can hit some further back. Now, of course, also you do want to be careful if they have advantage. You don't want to be doing that too aggressively. You want to be more of a passive trap. Maybe put something behind the cone. That was crap. And then stay back and use like mortar style. Sorry, the radius for what?
Stickies. Is it really large?
Well, you'll get a really good feel of it as you learn to sticky jump, which you have to do a lot of. The minimum sticky jump is... Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. You go ahead.
The minimum sticky damage is 47. So if you can stop healing me for a second.
Oh, that's really far away.
Yeah. So that did no damage. That took me down to 133, so that's pretty much the minimum that I could do. But you want to learn how to do the minimum damage sticky jump in order to be able to sticky jump with low health. But also because then you'll know what the range is. And you get really familiar with it.
A question on traps. Over near the arrow, like right in front of the arrow, there's that beam. Like
on your left.
Like along the fence line.
Back.
On like a defensive, like right. You just went by it, like on the other side, right there. Yes.
What the arrow is pointing at.
Yes, that's that.
Yeah.
What would you be your opinion like on a sticky trap, like on that wall there as a defensive stand?
Oh, that's pretty good.
You can't see it.
So I can't see it coming through here. So I guess that is a pretty good trap. And like
you're looking left.
Wait, jet it.
Focuses on the combo.
Wait, yeah, I got it.
Insert clear.
yeah, that's pretty good. I think I've been killed by that and didn't know where it came from. So I guess it's pretty good. That's the other trick is you're not going to know all the traps, but as you play more, and like this comes back again to watching demos and prep work, you'll learn a lot of good traps.
Especially in Badlands.
Yeah. And like some traps are, it's kind of funny though, if you watch invite level players, they know some traps so well that they actually sort of don't do them. Like Banny had a really famous 4-kill det on Granary, and he put all the pipes in on the middle point, and there's like a wooden rail that you can hide pipes in. And people did not know that people had known that so long that they stopped doing it and forgot to check it, and so he got 4 kills just because they were like, oh, that's too obvious. So in a sense, invite suffers from that problem. But generally, I find it to be the best way to learn traps is to just watch other demos play the map. And again, like that's surprisingly, I mean, like I said, I've been killed by that, and it's really great when you hit him, and that should be a big part of your game. But it's no bigger than like a carpet trap. This is at least as important as hidden traps. Because it delays them, you can just, like if they shoot it away, you can just keep replenishing it. And as long as there's an ammo pack nearby, you're okay. So yeah, that's a good idea. I hadn't considered that one. And like I said, I'm not a great demo. I think I've just played a little bit more. And there's always more to learn. Like, does that work very well? Can you see that?
I've been killed many times by just that. Like I'd run by the sticky pack or the no health pack, and I'd like obviously you see it, but you want health. Like it's like second nature. You just like run up to it.
Hold on, stand back from the stickies. Like you're probably right. But that's a good strategy that I should employ more. But I also might have like been watching too many like players who are much better than everyone here, especially better than me. And so like I doubt that Clockwork and Banny you're gonna do that trick very often because that level of player probably misses it. But for us, we don't need to pretend we're playing invite players. We're still learning the game, so I'm sure that's a good move. And you absolutely can use that like to deny them the health pack, or when you know they're going to go for the health pack. Like that's if you're doing the Demoman rollout here. Exactly that too. This is a key sticky. Probably missed it. Way easier on the rollout. That's too high.
Insert clear. Let's go. Moved in from edit key to leave by EB.
So a lot of rollout stickies are gonna, like the Demoman's gonna go right for the health pack, and that's where you shoot. It's also a great place to spam. Oh yeah, this is also a good example, like when you come to the mid here, if I'm coming on a rollout, I want to get here at about 47, I think? 46. Or 45, I want to say. I don't fucking know. But this is a great rollout. You can hit them for a lot of damage. And take this position. You can fall back to the health pack again. But if you're here by yourself, like you really need to communicate with your teammates and play with a buddy. You want to go up there with a scout, then their scouts can't go from here straight up to your face. And also, your scout, like if I did 100 damage to a scout, it jumps me with that sticky, because I'm going to expect that. Or, oh, a soldier jumped me, I hit him for 100, because he landed right on the sticky, then I know the scout's there to clean it up. So I guess that's pretty much it. It's mostly in the guide. I hope it's helpful. Any other questions?
Very.
Yes, indeed. Terrible.
I had one quick question. Hopefully, Uber fights. Where do you want to be? Where do you just want to be? What do you want to be doing during Uber fights?
I'm pretty shit at this advice.
Oh.
I don't really know a great way to approach it. Like I said, I've watched a lot of Euro demos because they have more video on demand available. But apparently they're not very good when compared to the American style. I mean, I think they're very talented, but I think they would often Uber a demo in and follow them with a jumping soldier, or jump the soldier and then Uber the demo in. But that style seems to lose to the US style, which is typically to Uber a soldier right in. And the Demoman kind of comes in and cleans up. The Demoman can get a flash coming in behind them. I find I often like lay stickies on the Uber thinking it's going to end, and then, oh, it keeps going for another 5 seconds, so watch out for that. Don't whiff stickies on the Uber, worry about the people around the Uber, and worry about not getting killed by an Ubered soldier who can really get in your face very quickly. You want to be very careful on the Uber not to die needlessly. Like if you come in after, it's not so bad. Like if they're fighting all your Uber combo and you're way back here, my Uber combo's over here, I can actually enter in and do damage on the opponents pretty easily. But if I'm over here and there's a scout rushing me, that's really the problem. So I would say mostly watch out for not, like if you're going in with just your combo, which is where you want to play, maybe get like a scout to cover you, or lay a trap, anticipating the scout rushing you. But unfortunately I don't really have any simple advice for that. I think it depends a lot on the way your team is playing and what your position is. I've had a lot of problems going in with just a soldier and me and the medic, and then getting cleaned up as soon as the Uber ends with a scout. So I don't know if that's helpful, just to say I'm not 100% sure, but there's a lot to think about, especially thinking about when the Uber ends.
Alright, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, one other trick. When you push out here and you take this for free, this is a really good example of an aggressive push to retake a choke. It's very solid, especially any sort of sliding door. Your stickies are just great on those. But you gotta watch out because again you can get jumped. So this is like one of those trade-offs. I've got the pain drain, I can take the point aggressively, but I'm maximizing my strength, but I'm also vulnerable to my weaknesses. So watch out for a jumping soldier. Try to get support from a scout or that you have your combo committing. Like if your combo's not committing to this and you jump in, you might be in trouble. But if you have a scout backing you up, even if you get jumped by a soldier here, you can leave that trap up, you can run away from the soldier, your scout can kill the jumper. That gives everybody time and you get time on the point. It's probably a good move that. So this is also a good illustration of sort of using your strengths and playing with teammates. Okay, I think that's a good ending point.
Great. Thanks, Blasto.
And no problem.
Thank you.
Blasto.